guys, and thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. My name is DeLady Designer, and we're back with another speed build video of Inama Zoo. And I wish you all a very happy new year. This is the very first video we are uploading in 2020. I really hope you all had an amazing New Year's Eve and are having some really good plans for 2020. I want to take this opportunity to thank you guys so much for all your amazing support during 2019. We actually doubled our sub count in like only 3 months. It's crazy. I think when Planet Zoo dropped during the beta, I had 31,000 subscribers. And right now we are around 68,000 or something like that. So 2019, especially the end, has been an amazing, incredible year for the channel. And I'm super thankful for all your amazing support. So thank you guys so much again. You guys are awesome. And yeah, words cannot describe how thankful I am for everything you guys gave me in 2019. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we are building in Inama Zoo. And as mentioned in the previous episodes, I really wanted to do something with waterfalls. Now, Africa does have some waterfalls, and this one particularly is based on or inspired of the Blyde River Canyon area. And there is a waterfall there that is called the Kadishi Tufa waterfall, but that is not the waterfall I have inspired this waterfall of. I actually don't really know if there is a name for this waterfall. I found a video on YouTube with an area that was just called Blyde River Canyon and the surrounding area, and it's recorded with a drone. So I will just link that one in the description to give you guys an idea of what this is inspired of, but I just actually don't know if there is some kind of name for this waterfall. But in the end, it's about the idea of having this lush feeling, what really resembles the Blyde River Canyon, because the Blyde River Canyon is one of the largest canyons on Earth, and it may also be the largest green canyon due to the lush and subtropical foliage. So yeah, I really love that idea, of course, because even though many people think that South Africa is really a lot of like plain areas and a lot of yellow with not that many green areas, I really like to have that green and lushy feeling in Inama Zoo, because I don't know, that is just like the most beautiful contrast with like the yellow sandstone rocks and canyons, and then with the green you really get a beautiful contrast together with the water. It's like just really stunning. So yeah, Africa, thank God, is not only about like grassland areas which are really plain. Like, we're also going to get an area in Inama Zoo, of course, that really resembles that specific area, but we're gonna have like very different natural feelings in this area to really get the different contrast and a different biome variation going on. So that is really something I want to do, to have very different areas. I'm gonna make a lot of hills and stuff, so we're gonna hopefully create natural boundaries for the animals. Talking about animals, I didn't really add any animal at this point. Like in the Blyde River Canyon, there is a big variety of animals that live there, and there is like, of course, a lot of fish, but we don't have any fish in Planet Zoo. You also have a lot of antelope species and also hippos, and again the crocodiles, which we don't have. We don't have the Nile crocodile, but we do have the saltwater crocodile. But a lot of people are like, no, you should not add the saltwater crocodile. Okay, so then we're not going to add any crocodiles. I was thinking to maybe add the Nile monitor, but I really didn't dive that much into the natural environment of the Nile monitor, so I'm not really sure if that is the best animal to add in this region. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what animal we should add. Like, there is a natural boundary actually in this canyon because of the rocks that I put down next to the river. The elephants, for example, are just not able to get into this area, so we could really take our advantage of these natural borders without seeing the borders with some kind of animal. I was maybe thinking to add the lions just because it's like a very beautiful area, but also the lions, it doesn't really feel right to add them in this specific area of the park. So I don't think we're gonna add lions, but just to give you guys an idea of my ideas, and it's a hard one. It's a hard one for this specific area. Like, I would love to add the hippos, but the hippos, it's too small for the hippos. So I think the hippos will just go on the other side of the zoo or the park, a wildlife park. I don't know how we're gonna call it. If I say zoo, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, it's a hard one what kind of animal I would like to add here, but I'm really happy with the end result. Like, obviously, the big feeling of a canyon with like a lot of lushy areas on this scale is not really possible, so you have to work with the trees and stuff and the bushes, how you get them in the game, and try to create that lushy feeling, even though it's totally not on scale. Like, I am not a Mike Sheets that knows really how you can create mountain-ish feelings with a forced perspective, I think it's called. So yeah, I'm doing my best with the items we have to create just a lushy environment with the feeling of a canyon being overgrown and stuff. But it's a hard one. It's a hard one, but I'm really happy with the end result. And as I said, like, the contrast with the green and the sandstone and the yellow, and it just works really well together with the water. I really love how this is turning out. And as I said, I just don't really know what kind of animal we should add in this region, but I am really thinking to create a hillside on the back of this huge canyon, so it goes down really smooth, and then we're gonna have probably the Jeep Safari going through that area. But we also really need to make sure that the Jeep Safari has a nice viewing point to this waterfall section, of course. At first I thought maybe I want to get some kind of bridge feeling, but then I thought, no, I'm not going to make a bridge because that is probably going to end up with a huge big shadow, and that's going to ruin the beautiful side of the waterfalls. So I'm probably thinking to get the Jeep Safari at least going up on these hills or this canyon, and then have a nice viewing point down towards the waterfalls. But we can also use this area for a animal. I just really don't know what kind of animal we should add. Like, a lot of the animals, I didn't really dive into that to do a lot of research, so I'm not really sure what kind of other animal we could add in these canyons, except for maybe some primates, because primates are very common in this Blyde River Canyon nature reserve in South Africa, but I'm not really sure if I want to add primates. I really have the feeling we should add more of a cheetah or the lions, but then again, they also feel to be added more in the grassland area. Okay, I'm really thinking out loud here, so I might sound really messy and I'm doing my best here. I'm really trying to figure out what kind of animal we could add in like the hill area, maybe behind this canyon, and then they will have a path going through, going to this canyon, to this water section, so they will be able to swim. There's one small area in this canyon that I can maybe adjust a little bit to make it more flat if they would not be able to climb down this steep hill, but there are some possibilities to adjust this a little bit to make sure that at least one of the animals is able to climb down here, take a little swim, but also climb up to the canyon and then walk all the way around and the backside of this canyon with a more hilly feeling. So I think we are onto something, but if you guys have any ideas or suggestions, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because sometimes I'm a little bit stuck, and I know you guys are super creative too, so I know you guys, and there are a lot of people out there that live near this area, come from South Africa, so maybe you guys have some awesome ideas of what we could add in this area. And it would be really amazing if someone actually been to the Blyde River Canyon Nature Reserve in South Africa and you're maybe like, oh my god, I know exactly what animal you should add here. Do let me know that in the comment section down below. Let me know, of course, what you guys think of this new Inama River Canyon, we're gonna call it. And yeah, I'm just really excited to read all your comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, if you haven't already, and leave a like at the video if you guys enjoyed. And I just really hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys!